What's up, YouTubers? Today we're going to talk about the Advanced Knife Bro Stump Lifter. Dare I say multi-tool and knife. I'll go ahead and show the cap lifter slash bottle opener, pry bar. We'll talk a little bit about that in the pros of this knife. This modern slip joint weighs 4.3 ounces. It has a 2.63-inch primary blade that's wedged spear point shape. Nice. It has a nice long pole there. Appreciate that. It's made of 154 cm stainless steel. It did price at $120. These are sold out, but you can probably find, well, you may be able to find them on the secondary market. They are all sold out. This is a Blade HQ exclusive run between the Advanced Knife Bro, the designer of this. You all know his channel. You're not tuning in here if you haven't. You're already subscribed to him and you know already. This knife is built on a cigar pattern in terms of the form. It's excellent. It's made of stainless steel bolsters. So you got this nice stainless steel all the way around. It's nice and symmetrical, kind of like that. And this particular one has bone covers with yellow dyed bone with little red flecks. That's FLECKS, not FLEX. And there's also a micarta one that I think is blue, and then one with green bone. Really, really nice. Actually, I loved all of them, but I just had to go with the yellow bone with red flecks. It has the Stump lifter shield on there, and he did offer. I won't say he offered, but he kind of partnered up with Foolish Pride Leather so that you could actually get kind of a perfectly sized slit for there. I will go ahead and link Foolish Pride below. I think I just have his Instagram channel. And the Stump lifter, the Stump lifter is a stump if you know Advanced Knife Bro. Like I said, you already do. But it also could be kind of a coffee cup running over this shield. So I don't know. This pull weight, very unscientific, but I'll put that in, I measured against basically a scale. This one was like 2 to 3 pounds to kind of close it, and that just kind of measures the back spring here. This one I think is about a 6 to 6.5 for the blade. Not too bad. It's in that good range. And then about a 7 to 7.5 for the secret weapon, as I'm calling it here. And it's not because the spring's any stronger. It's just because you have to grab so much closer to basically the fulcrum or the rotation point, whereas you can kind of go out a little bit further. Oops, out of frame there. So that's kind of what I got. As far as some comparisons or alternatives, the Ohio River Jack I think is definitely probably a decent comparable one. That one went for, oh gosh, what was it cost? That was like $125 I think. It's M390 steel, and it's titanium with micarta. I don't know if these are still available, but that's at traditional pocket knives I think. And then the Vampire Jack from Jack Wolf Knives, I think, is kind of a comparable spear point. That one goes for much pricier. These are kind of higher end with carbon fiber, and the build quality is just a little bit tighter. I think these were made by QSP. I'm not sure, but these are $300 in M390 steel. And let's go ahead and put these two away, and then bring last two comparisons here. Those are strong. I think the Little Bro Jack is similar in terms of the blade length. If you take a look at that as a clip point, though, also a Jack Wolf knife, and that has nice rosewood covers there. That one goes for also $300. But the real comparison knife that you're gonna be, if you're to choose between the two, it is a little bit longer knife. It's made of S390 steel. This is the Benchmade Weekender, S30V steel, like I said. It does have multiple blades. It has a little small spear point blade. So, but what really, separates this one and makes it a true comparison is it does also have that cap lifter. I kind of shied away from a Swiss Army knife because that's kind of loaded up. But I think the Weekender is a really good comparison. Those go for $190. They have micarta, and there's also some burgundy micarta ones that are out there. So yeah, I think that's kind of your comparisons in terms of what some alternatives are. Let's talk about the pros of this knife. It is 154 cm is a very sensible steel. It's well priced, easy enough to sharpen, and this one has a nice hollow grind, not too thin. kind of like the Jack Wolf knives, which are, measure negative thin thickness behind the edge. But this one is really nice. Like I said, the pull weight I think is just really good. The long pull is excellent. You can actually open this up without a fingernail, just kind of using that long pull. You do need some strong fingers. That's definitely a strong point, is if you can do that. And that's one thing I absolutely say I love about the Jack Wolf knives, is you don't even need to use your fingers. So I think, Ben Belkin designed them that way. So that's excellent on this one, that long pole. Um, this one throws a nice ferro spark in the 1 inch, or roughly 1 inch, just above and behind that um, that long pole. It threw in a pretty amazing ferro spark. Plus, that combined with a decently strong um, backspring, it gives you confidence that you could actually throw a spark and light a fire. So really good. Talked a little bit about the hollow blade grind. It slices better. It is easier to sharpen. Just it's thinner behind the edge, and it's just much easier to sharpen. And let's talk about this secret weapon, because this is really what makes this knife an absolute rock star. Is if you kind of take a look at this cap lifter, it has a nice flat on one side, and it has a nice little bevel on that one. So it pries really good. You can kind of, this is like the greatest, staple puller. Staples big and staples big, or small and big. It worked excellent. I actually tried this to throw a spark, and it didn't do so well. It didn't do as well as the back of the blade. But it opens bottles, and you actually saw that at the front side, where it actually opens cans. The way that it does have that cant to it, and it grips, takes a little bit of effort. It's not a natural, but it absolutely works and opens, tin cans if you're in a pinch. And the last thing I'll say about this is it's a good screwdriver too. So yeah, it screws, like I said. Get your head out of the gutter. And the good thing about that is when you're using the blade in a full fisted grip like that, it was actually one of his latter design choices, was to actually round that off, that secret weapon, and I'm glad he did, because it really makes it comfortable. And if you do need to bear down kind of hard, it's not digging into there. So imagine if that were just straight across the top and wasn't rounded down, it would dig in a little bit, but there's really no hot spots there. So that's an excellent little thing there. As far as the cons on this one, the strong pull weight of the secret weapon broke my fingernail just most recently, and it kind of bent some of them back before. Again, it's not because the weight, the spring is super strong. It's a really good spring. It's just that you're grabbing so close there. So what I actually found is, if you're in a real pinch, is you get the blade out of the way, and then you can actually open that up. So it's just a little bit of a con there. You don't want to have to destroy your and there, yeah, I got little Mitch hands. So what can I say? And the last thing is really the stainless steel. Oh, where's my screwdriver? Or where's my flashlight? Oh, there we go. The stainless steel, even when it was in my slip in my pocket, it was floating around with my Olight, and my Olight batons have pretty strong magnets on the end, and it kept kind of grabbing on and pulling it out. So it's not a con. It's just, be aware of that. It's going to catch on to your Olight if you're using a magnetic Olight. And for me, that was the only con, or the secondary con, really. So just there's two things that kind of drew it back a little bit. But otherwise, I would say, if you like slip joints, and you admire Advanced Knife Bro and his sense of humor, actually his design and keen awareness of features in a slip joint, find yourself one of these. This is absolutely excellent. And when I actually was able to open up a tin can with the secret weapon, as I call it here, I was doubly pleased and surprised. So yeah, overall I would say for the price, it's absolutely an excellent multi-tool / slip joint, modern traditional. So I hope this was of use. If not, interesting. And if it was, I appreciate the like and subscribe. So, for those that have actually made it this far, I'm actually going to do a giveaway here. I've been meaning to give away this. This is a Boker. It's called a one-armed razor. and it's supposed to allegedly be able to open up with this round thing going against the edge of a table. It doesn't work. This is just like, I don't know, $30. This is actually made in Solingen, Germany. But yeah, it's actually a good looking knife. It comes with a little pen knife. And, you know, I've never even used this, but I was like, I'm not going to use this one. I just wanted to kind of try it out and see if Boker made a decent quality. I think they're kind of decent quality. And then this is a slit from MKM. It kind of goes into your pocket, and you magnetically put that in, and then it kind of sits inside your pocket, and then you can put knives in there as a slip. You don't have to use this particular knife for the slip. I'm going to go ahead and but I'm going to go ahead and give away both of these just as soon as, and if this video ever gets well, let's just do 20 likes. It may not ever get 20 views. So if it does get 20 likes, then I will go ahead and make a comment to enter yourself. Just enter a comment. I suggest you put the like on this to help push it up to those 20 likes, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw it on there, and I will, I'll go back and basically announce the winner. So yeah, this is a freebie. So yeah, again, have a great day. Take care.